you ever wondered how accurate the Disney film Pocahontas was to her real-life story? Here are my top 3 things that Disney got wrong, apart from the fact that, trees don't talk. Number 1. Pocahontas was not a teenage supermodel. If you've seen the film, you'll know that Pocahontas was a 6-foot stunner, a 19-year-old with long flowing hair and looks partially based on Naomi Campbell. In reality, she would have been a child of about 10 or 11 when the events of the film took place, and therefore unlikely to have fallen in love with John Smith. Speaking of which, number 2. John Smith was not all that. The John Smith of the Disney film is a handsome, rugged, blonde young guy who comes in and saves the day and everyone loves him. In reality, John Smith was, in historic terms, a bit of a dick. He was already unpopular in the Jamestown colony because he'd tried to mutiny on the way over there, and he had a habit of making up shit about his adventures all over the world and telling tall tales that turned out not to be true. And as you can see from this image from the time period, he was unlikely to win any male modelling contests. Number 3. Pocahontas did not save John Smith from execution. In the film, and in hundreds of other white depictions of the story, Pocahontas is shown throwing herself in front of her father who is about to execute John Smith and saving his life, thus restoring peace and harmony between the two peoples. Well, it didn't quite turn out like that. That's what John Smith said happened, but as we already know, he was known for telling tall tales. In reality, the Powhatan people did not execute hostages. That wouldn't have been a great political move. They would either have kept them for bargaining or assimilated them into the tribe so that they could learn each other's languages and be useful to the community. And if you want to know more about what Disney made up and about Pocahontas' real-life fascinating story, you can read all about it in my new book, Life Lessons from Historical Women. It's available now in bookshops and as an audiobook.